Hi Aquarius. I have just been compelled to do a reading for you guys, for us actually. I'm Aquarius. I'm just really favoring Aquarians right now. So sorry other signs if you're a cross watcher. Otherwise it can be just our little secret, Aquarius, fellow Aquarians. But I'm just honed in on the Aquarian energy right now, and I got a lot of shit brewing. So I assume all of you guys do too. And I just felt like doing a reading for this weekend, for Mother's Day weekend, into the following week, whatever, however you want to, take it. So let's do this. Let's just pull some cards for Aquarius this weekend. Some of you guys are mothers, getting some special treatment, hopefully. Or for you single moms, just go out and do your thing. Take care of yourself. Okay, so start off with the moon energy. So I have been feeling this tremendously. It is associated with secrets and illusions and things that have not been brought to light, or not. The moonlight is can be bright, but it's never as bright as the sun. Okay, so it's not going to illuminate every single thing out there. That you could be dealing with a Scorpio. That's sometimes associated with Scorpio as well, or Scorpio energy. So we have, I can't help but see in this moon card, we have the two towers in the background. And right now, reading this card, I've never really interpreted this card this way before, but for a love relationship, I feel like each one of these towers is yours and one of them is theirs. And you both have a tower situation brewing coming up. And it could be the same situation, which is, the end of the relationship, or some kind of situation in the relationship that causes some kind of charge. But it could also be separate issues that maybe he or she is dealing with something right now that's, a big life changer, and you're about to deal with something that's a big life changer. I feel like those are both your towers right there. So you're both about to have a tower moment. And the tower's not here yet, but the tower is always kind of a scary card when it comes up for people, because it is change. Short and sweet, it is change. It's going to be the thing that comes in and sweeps away all of the old to make room for the new. And we have to always remember that the old was not built on a proper foundation to begin with. It's usually a faulty foundation, and that's why the tower needs to come down, so that we can rebuild on fresh ground with structural integrity, whatever it is that we're building. So the next card we have in the reverse position is Page of Cups. And Page of Cups can be, in the reverse, to me, this is overindulgence. What are you overindulging in, Aquarius? Are you drinking too much? Are you smoking weed too much? Are you smoking cigarettes too much? Are you going out and partying too much? It is a childlike, immature sort of energy. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm with you in this boat, because I'm Aquarius as well. So I'm calling us all out. We need to figure out what it is. That are we being slightly immature about something, or are we just overindulging in something, and we need to kind of pull that energy back, rein it in a little bit, because right below it I have the Three of Cups as well, which is the same thing. I mean, these people are partying, they're drinking wine over water. There could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio involved in your life. It could be that they are drinking. Someone's drinking too much. It doesn't have to be you, Aquarius. It could be someone else in your life who has this sort of immature energy, the Page of Cups energy. And I hate to say it, but I always have to. Could be a third-party situation. God, I hate it when I say that, because it's just like every time I hear a tarot reader see the threes, they bring it up. But it is an interesting card. I mean, these two cards are coupled together. I really feel like it could be pointing towards that, because it's an immaturity for one, and it's also there is this air of like sexual, there's like her breast is showing here, and it's like an orgy kind of a feeling going on there. And then we have, and there's three, and then there's three again. So I kind of find it hard to avoid mentioning a third party situation. And this speaks a lot to me in my life right now, for sure. And then we have, the two fish jumping in the background, and we have three fish swimming here. So again, like I said, a lot of water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That resonates with me also. But I really feel like this is all bad news stuff. This isn't the greatest way to be spending our time right here, or to be involved with someone who is spending their time in this way is not the best expenditure of our energy. So the next card, 9 of Wands, we are standing our ground. We're being that driven Aquarius, sort of stubborn, hard-headed, but I think in this case it's for good reason. There should be a level of protection right now. And that's what you're feeling. You're feeling like you are guarded, and you need to put up these walls, and you need to stand your ground and be in self-protection mode. And I think that is reasonable. I really do. I think that's good. Now we have an Ace of Wands in reverse. Normally, I always see this card as a positive card, normally always. But in the reverse, it feels like a strong no. It feels like a don't do it, man. I don't know. So what is it that you're thinking about doing, Aquarius? I feel like this is a hard no. Sorry, I hate to say that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, for one, and I also hate to be negative with this card, because normally it's such a beautiful card. I think you might have a problem with your libido right now. There could be you could be falling for your sex drive, like you're not really thinking with your head. And so we have the moon here, and then we have Ace of Wands, because this is like a phallus symbol here. So this is normally like passion and fiery energy and sex. And when it's in the reverse, it is like a hard no, but it also can still be correlated to your sex drive, and how you might be letting that make decisions for you, or there's some kind of infatuation, sexual infatuation or passion that you might have with this person that is making your decisions for you, or that's keeping you in an unhealthy situation. Now, Knight of Swords is the last card that I've pulled so far, and we are talking here about some very, very powerful, quick energy, moving very fast. It can be that you need to watch your tongue, you need to watch your words, because this can be things that we say that shoot out of our mouth that we wish we didn't say later. It can be moving too quickly. It can be moving recklessly. It can be just, like I said, just shouting out whatever. It's not being in control of your emotions. It's not being in control. So reel it back in, gain some control. Stand your ground. By all means, stand your ground, but you don't have to get into this kind of verbal argument. I think, and man, this resonates with me right now, the less said, the better. I know that's really hard for Aquarius right now, because we have a lot of energy that needs to go somewhere, but I don't think the form of words is going to be our best bet in this situation. I think we need to find a different energy release for that. So watch your words, Aquarius. Watch your words. So I'm going to just choose one or two cards. I always say one. Oh, and there's two that just popped out. Boom! Look at that. Okay, so the this guy over here, we have Knight of Cups. So can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Again, I said that with the Three of Cups and Page of Cups as well. I really feel like, and then we have the Scorpios also. So there's a lot of watery energy here. And this guy's coming in with an offer, and I think this could have some kind of like soulmate kind of implication. or that you feel that this was like your soulmate relationship. I don't know, they're both coming in the upright, which is interesting. I mean, they've kind of flipped out, actually. The Knight of Cups is going to be a romantic person, definitely, and very charming, very agreeable. The Lover's energy is, like I said, that soulmate kind of connection, union. It doesn't even have to be a love connection in that sense, like a physical relationship, but it also speaks to your masculine and feminine energies and balancing the masculine and feminine that we have within each of us. And when we strike that balance, it can also generate the type of self-love that we need to emit and have before we can enter into another external relationship. So, because the depth at which we can love ourselves is the depth at which we can love another person. So we always have to keep that in mind. We have the Death card in reverse. There's something that you don't want to let die, or that you're resisting this change, this end of a cycle. This is a very serious end of a cycle, but I mean, the Death card, again, is another one of those scary cards like the Tower, but it's okay to let it end. It's supposed to go this way, because this is actually a transformation card. It's not just this Reaper, Grim Reaper, very sad sort of ending. It's actually a very happy new beginning as well, it portends. So you need to keep that in mind, that this is a transformation period where I think you're really reconstructing the ideas that you have about love in general, and about where you want a relationship to fit in the arena of your life, because in this arena you have a lot going on. You have a lot of things, and you know, Aquarius, you have a responsibility to help uplift others, everyone, and on a grand scale. And so if you put too much of your energy into just one person, especially a person who is not on the level to ascend, they're not on a personal growth sort of endeavor in their lives. They don't really dedicate themselves to personal growth in the way that you do. You're going to end up wasting a lot of your energy on a person like that, or on a relationship like that. And so as much as it may be a soulmate, or, you know, this is someone that definitely comes from somewhere in your past, you can feel it in your bones, it still doesn't necessarily mean that you have to force it. It might, there's, you know, divine timing says whether it's going to work or not. Just because you have a soulmate connection does not mean that in this lifetime you're both destined to be together to work towards something. It could have just been that you met to learn something from one another. You know, it's just a season, a cycle of time that you don't need to necessarily hold on to. But you do need to find your footing and stand your ground. Okay, I'm going to just do one more card. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. The Chariot, you're moving forward. So the Chariot is, it could be a physical move, a literal move to another state or another city, but I think it really indicates more so here just moving forward mentally and getting on with your life, and moving forward in, you know, kind of a different way than you have in the past. Like I said, you're redefining some of these belief systems that you have, and some of these ideas that you have about love and about where love fits in your life. So this is good energy that you're moving on with here. Okay, so that concludes, I just want to throw, you know, that short reading out there. That concludes it. And if you would like to subscribe, I would surely appreciate that. I'm just getting started. So subscribe, comment, send me a message if you like. I do personal readings as well. So just hit me up, and I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day weekend. Thanks.